So straight away I just hit it up with all the fellas there, Ewan, Taylor and Jack. And we just went from there. And I remember I found love in grade 6 with the new girl, Chloe Mulligan. But I felt really good, but then I realised that she went out with half the grade anyway.
Oh yeah, I remember Jeremy. He's a good fella. Both came here in about grade 6 and he was a really sweet boy, and you know, we got on like a house on fire, so I decided to take the plunge and started dating, but you know, just couldn't cater to my needs. But we're still friends, and I've gone and I've come back, and yeah, we're still mates. And
in the year 2004 I started grade 7, and we were the big boys of primary school, and I felt huge. Also that year, a new kid came from Winton. He was a little weird at first because he'd always speak like Stitch from the cartoon Lilo and Stitch. But being the caring fellow I am, I took him under my wing and I'm mates with him now today.
Oh, yeah. Oh, can't do any more. When I did come, just try to talk all that, you know, can't anymore. It's pretty good back in the day, like, rocked up, grade 7, was lonely little tack, Pinnacle, Jeremy Wallace. Yeah, he took me under his wing. Yeah, he's the man. Yeah, no, he's always been like a father figure to me. Yeah, he's one of a kind, Jeremy Wallace. I rate him really high on my books. Yeah, I'll probably write a chapter about him one day when I do write my book.
Before I was into grade 8, and I was back to being the small kid in the big school. Being grade 8, a lot of new kids came, and a lot of new pretty girls came too, and I was eager to strut my stuff for them.
I met Jeremy when I was in year 8. Yeah, Jeremy. He's a cutie. Such a cutie.
Jeremy, he's blossomed into a good-looking young man.
Jeremy's really good looking.
Jeremy's a cutie.
Jeremy was definitely a bit of a looker, I'm not gonna lie. He was the better looking of the two of us.
Going along great guns until the age of 15 in grade 10. I hurt my back at the start of the year, and thus I was ruled out from playing sports for a while, and I missed the first game of rugby league against All Souls. And I remember I was getting revved by the older fellas for being soft, so I defied the chiropractor's orders and played the next game against Columba. This proved to be my last game of rugby league for 4 years, and my last chance to represent BDC 100%.
Under 15s in a game of rugby league against Columba, Jeremy Wallace went down. I knew it was bad because he didn't get back up, and he's a very tough Australian.
I was at mark in defence after making about 4 tackles in a row, and they passed the ball to the first receiver. Naturally I chased him, and I was chasing him, and he stepped me. So I went to step to tackle him again, and I stepped with my left leg, and he buckled underneath me. I remember lying there in pain for a while and having to be carried to the car because no one would help me. I went to the doctors, and the Indian fellow there said that I'd be right in about 3 or 4 days. Turns out that I had ruptured my anterior cruciate ligament, or ACL, and had torn both sides of my meniscus cartilage in my knee, and will be out of sports until I was fully grown when I can get a reconstruction.
I remember I was running down I think this is the wing, and yeah, I looked to my left, and there I see Jeremy lying on the ground and in pain, obvious pain. It wasn't good.
So for the last 2.5 years I've been living in fear of my knee buckling underneath me whenever I've done anything. But I was not going to let that dent my confidence. I was determined to live every bit of my life at 100% and do everything I did before.
Alright, Jeremy has handled his knee injury really well. I think he...
Grade 10 was also the time for me to pick my subjects for the 11 and 12 and thus my future. I remember my heart being set on becoming an electrician after I left school, so I chose the easy subjects because I knew I didn't have to push myself in school to get a trade. So I've been going through school, cruising through grade 11 and 12, doing minimal work and having a good time.
Well, I remember 2007. Jeremy was in grade 10, I was in grade 9 at the time, and we thought at the end of the year, we thought we might blow off some steam, so, and I had just taken over my position as senior sound manager, so we thought, oh well, we'll paint the sound room, needs a bit of a spruce up, so Jeremy, Ewan and I went up, got some paint, started painting, and started at 3 and 6 o'clock come round. We'd only done about 3 walls, still had a fair bit to go, And Jeremy his job was to paint the louvers. And thought, oh yeah, pretty simple job, paint the louvers, you know. So he painted the louvers, and he thought, ah yes, finally I'm done. And he shut the louvers and he painted the wrong side.
So, my life has been 17 years long thus far, and proud to say I've lived a true bluely Australian. Had a chance to reflect on the choices I've made and the people I've met, which helped shape the way who I am. And I'm proud to say that I'm as Australian as 4X Gold or as Icenack 2.0. So whether you're a bloke or Sheila, dude or a dudette, whether you're from Tasmania or Australia, we can all relate to being fair dinkum Aussies. Just like to thank you for being part of my life, and hooroo from the guru.